Pull the lever, Kronk.
And so there's the citadel, or there's the stone tooth, but I'm gonna go ahead and share the
Hopefully it's not
map.
the wrong lever.
Now I've rescaled the map. So it's a different scale than it was before. It wasn't working last time. So can everyone see themselves and the space you're in?
Yes.
Except for Jeff, obviously. Okay, good.
No, I can see. I'm seeing it through your broadcast.
Beautiful. Excellent. Wonderful. So this is where you are, and the moment, like, Charlotte says, I think Swoops found something, you hear Meepo up at the front there, or up at the back, I should say, make a kind of sound and like hold up his fist. And I need perception checks from everybody as you are directed to pay attention to a sound that Meepo hears.
Swoops has advantage.
I would like to remind the DM at this point that I did specifically leave the illusion of snoring orcs over the dead orcs.
You did, yes.
Really a crappy roll for proficiency times 2.
Which means, just to be clear, that at some point you did disguise self. You ended that to do the illusion on the beds, yes?
Correct.
Okay, cool. In fact, that's a good justification for why it took this long. This honestly should have happened while the commoners were trying to escape. So, yes, your illusion definitely delayed them. Okay, so anyone who got a 10 or better, like now that you're hearing it, there are definitely orcs in one of those other rooms you were in before, and they sound like they're gearing up. You know, you hear
I got a 3!
Perception check.
It's going great for me rolling for you so far, huh?
Yeah, this is gonna go great.
Anyone who got a 15 or better, I guess it's just Swoops. Swoops doesn't speak any languages. So Swoops hears a voice in Orcish say something that it can't understand, and it can't really tell voices apart. Humanoid voices are humanoid voices, so it doesn't really make anything there. But it also notes that there is a like a sniffing, snuffling kind of sound coming from the room that you came out from, and as it's transmitting this information to you, you hear an excited, gleeful, baying howl that is immediately joined by another excited, gleeful, baying howl. Now,
hey guys, let's go through the door real quick, huh?
We'll get there in just a sec. Let me finish. You do have... So yes, you're all nobles. At some point, at least some of you have participated or witnessed a hunt at some time. You know what it sounds like when the dogs have found their prey. So yes, let's go ahead and go into initiative now. And yes, go ahead and take your let's get behind the door right now, please, quickly soliloquy.
Real quick thing.
Why am I rolling so shit?
Oh, is this a
Yes,
roll
Em.
we're gonna add the...
So we have the first roll technically is a +5, gets a +5 or advantage if they don't already have advantage, and then the next 2 rolls have +2.
So let's
gonna give Can we give Calder advantage on initiative?
I have the sickle of warning. I already have advantage on that initiative.
Okay.
So
we can have a +5 to it.
If someone needs to reroll initiative, you can.
I would
I'll
love
take
to. Can I have one of those advantages?
Yeah, let's give Clarion the advantage.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, much better.
Alright, there's Calder's.
How
How about you take the last +2?
I'll take
Laura
the
should.
last +2. Yay.
Okay.
Oh, fuck yeah, Swoops, let's go!
Damn. Where's the...
So, question for the DM. That's a 20 for Swoop's initiative. Are we counting that towards the channel points prediction?
I mean, I don't care. Sure. I mean, it is a 20.
I mean,
It's
It's not a
technically,
crit, but it is a 20. I mean, that's That's all it really takes, right?
I guess.
Anyway. Okay. Up first. Unsurprisingly. Miss Swoops.
Okay. So, Swoops is going to, how tall is the hallway here?
The hallway here is about, at the exact spot that you're at, about 20 feet tall. Although it lowers a little bit between you and Clarion, but not like a lot. It's only down to like 10 feet.
All right, Swoops is going to move there, move 20 feet up, take the dodge action, and be calling out targets for me.
Excellent. So, Swoops does the whole sonic thing that you've been relying on him for, which is excellent. Anything else for him?
Nope.
Awesome. Okay. Taking a dash action, what you see, Clarion especially, and Meepo and Jarvis, see, and I've already done the measurement beforehand, a dire wolf
Yike.
bounds into the room, taking a dash action so it won't be able to attack this turn, immediately followed by a second one. And you hear a very, very loud booming voice shout something in Orcish in a voice that is too deep and too loud to come from an orc. Clarion, you speak Orcish, don't you?
No, I do.
No.
Charlotte does.
That's right. Charlotte speaks Orcish. It's not a direct translation, but you guess that the gist of it is sickum.
So, like, what you would figure it would be.
So,
Is it really bad that I know they're supposed to be mean and evil, like dire wolves, but I just want to pet the puppies.
They look like they would love for you to try to pet them. In fact, they would love to keep the hand that you use to pet them.
I'm sure, yes.
Clarion, it's your turn.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. You warned us, and I still feel completely unready. Fantastic.
I did tell them that there was going to be combat like right away.
They're like, the first thing you're gonna do is roll initiative. I'm like, fantastic. I think what I'm gonna do is actually going to be my mantle of inspiration, partially because it gives us a chance to use our reaction to immediately move up to speed and get ourselves into position.
Or, into the door.
Or through the door. That was my other thought.
Yeah, is the
So-
door open?
We ended the last session with the Swoops landing on the lever.
Yes, we ended the last session with Swoops landing on the lever. You have not actually checked to see if it's locked yet.
Oh.
It's fine.
But Mantle of Inspiration, everyone gets to move. I am going to go ahead and unlock the movement for now, so you can just move yourself to where you're going to go. That way I don't have to approve a bunch of arrows.
Up to how many people?
Up to, I think it's 3 people?
Mine is choose a number of creatures I can see and that can see me within 60 feet. Each of them gains 550.
How many creatures?
5.
5, except for Charlotte, because Charlotte can't see you.
Yeah. So that's everybody else.
So that's everybody
I want
else.
to add a thing.
That's everybody but Charlotte.
Go ahead, Em.
That can see them.
You would have to.
I don't
maybe
have
take
line of sight to Clarion.
That's
maybe
also
take
true.
A step first, Clarion.
Clarion would have to step like.
I could actually move first and then do
Yeah.
Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, no
That's-
problem.
Probably
There you go.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me.
that line of sight to everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then that's a great spot. Oh,
right.
baby, do you know what that's what?
Calder, do you want to move to the door?
I mean, he landed in front of me, so sure, I'll open the door. I'll try the lever that Swoops indicated.
Okay. But you spend your movement right now, which is what you can do. and you
Yeah,
can move to the
that's,
door.
then I'll move to the door because I'm pretty high on initiative. I'm tied with the mini 19s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clarion, go ahead. You get to finish your move as well. Yeah, Clarion. So
yes,
do that
I
thing.
get to finish my move as well. So I'm kind of moving. I'm gonna keep Jarvis kind of like close.
Meepo is going to stand. He's going to stand in this bottleneck here.
I'm like grabbing Meepo like a silly person. Like, I'm just gonna grab everybody. They're all with me.
Meepo will stand in this bottleneck and sort of hunker down and get ready to defend. Yes.
Okay.
Laura's gonna move up to stand with Meepo.
Beautiful. We have
that was my bonus action.
The classic lore Meepo standoff. Yes. I'm going to move Meepo a little bit to the side, though.
My action.
That's fine.
There we go. Yes, your action.
Yep.
My action is going to be everybody's favorite Dissonant Whispers on Vac.
Dissonant Whispers is cantrip, yes? Or is that...
It is a level 1 spell.
You cast a spell this turn. If you cast another one, it has to be a cantrip.
No.
Oh,
no,
Bardic spell.
I'm sorry. I thought Mantle of Inspiration was a spell. I was lying. Never mind. Do your thing.
I was about to say. I'm like, I'm pretty certain that's not.
Go off, Your Eminence. Nice for them. It succeeds. I think it still takes some damage. If it's a level 1 spell, though, it probably takes half.
Some damage.
So go ahead and roll the damage onto it. It should cut it in half automatically. Nice. Half, it does say.
I mean, it's still kind of an angry, horrible spell, even if they don't save.
Yeah, it definitely it definitely reacts as though a loud dog whistle was blown right in its ear, like it flinches. Yes, I agree. Swoops is an imp. Just all of the swears. Is that it for you, Clarion? I think you have a couple more squares of movement if you want.
I think I'm gonna hang out right here for now. Because there may be a point where I might want to run forward and be like, "Get back, everybody!" and maybe do a thunderwave. It might be a Clarion's call at one point.
There we go. Okay.
But
okay. Up next.
But remember that everybody but Charlotte gets extra 5 temporary hit points.
Yes.
That is good to know.
Make sure to log those temporary points on your sheet, please.
Swoops has so much health.
Swoops has 6, I think, health.
Now he has 6, yeah.
Calder, it is your turn. You are currently...
Have 1 health before?
Yes. Familiars have 1 HP. That's just kind of part and parcel of being a familiar. Calder, you are currently at the door. It is your turn.
Excellent. I guess action open door.
It opens. It is not locked. I will go ahead and
open.
Hold on. Let me go ahead and open that for you. There we go. You should be able to see through it now.
Oh, I would if my view would allow me to look inside.
Theoretically.
So if you, Rob, if you would be so kind as to move your view of the room slightly to the left so that I could actually see the rest of the hall. All right. For the moment, I'm just going to step inside, hold the door open, and just say it's open.
Awesome. Is that your turn?
Is there a hold action, or I guess I'm just going to take the dodge action?
Dodge is fine.
That would take an action to do it.
And
did it take an action or a bonus action to open the door?
I mean, you're just pulling a handle. I think it would be silly to charge an entire action. You can go ahead and take the dodge action. That's fine. Dodge. Yeah, no problem. Up next is Lore, who is currently looking at an awful lot of fur and fangs barreling down the corridor.
Okay, so real quick question. How long has it been since our last combat?
A couple of minutes at most.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark the upfront direwolf.
Okay.
There. That has now been Hunter's marked. And I'm going to, I guess, prepare a giant, like a sword punch. Or I'm assuming that we had the chance for me to pull out my sword.
Yes, that's totally fine.
Okay.
As far as I know, you haven't put it away from since the last fight.
I did.
Okay.
But it takes a standard action to pull it out, and I mean, I don't mind spending the standard action now if you want me to.
We've talked about how silly it is to charge you a standard action to draw your weapon. We'll say that you had it out. It's fine.
Okay. Then I will basically prep for if anything gets up close enough to be whacked, they will be whacked.
No problem. So if any enemy gets within melee range, you will take a melee attack. That's a held action, no problem. Is that it for you?
Yes.
Excellent. Up next, there's an orc who is currently, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you probably can't see this, but there's an orc over here that's moving forward. And then you hear, like, again, big, heavy footsteps. He's going to dash, but he's not going to quite get to a place where he's visible. And then that is not doing anything, not doing anything. Okay, up next is Charlotte.
I'm a run to the other side of the door.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a call out, get past the door, I can shut it. And I'm going to hold my action to shut and arcane lock the door once everybody is past it.
Okay. So the moment everybody is on the other side of that door, you will shut and cast arcane lock on it. No problem whatsoever. Is that it for you?
Yep.
Hey, Jarvis, what was Jarvis's last command? Tell me if you would. Just you can make this up because I didn't ask you beforehand. What was the last thing you ordered Jarvis to do?
Probably stand there because we were over at the door.
Okay.
So, and I didn't take my bonus action to command him. I took my bonus action
to do the other thing. Yeah. No, he'll stand there. No. That orc is still gearing up. It is Meepo's turn. Meepo is going to do the same thing that Lore did, which is prep an attack against the first enemy to enter a threatened square. He looks up at Lore and can see that, like, this is, you said get behind the door, but, like, we have to hold the line while everyone else gets away is the kind of the thing that he's going for. So that is his action. And we are back to the top of the stack with Swoops.
Swoops is going to get through the door.
Mm-hmm.
And take a look around. He has 60-foot blind sight, so does he see further down the hallway?
The hallway takes a couple of a sharp right and then a sharp left and goes out slightly beyond his blind sense.
Okay, but there's nothing within the space that he can.
No, you don't.
No creatures?
You don't see any creatures or anything in the hallway. No.
Okay, then he will continue to call out enemies near me for me.
Fantastic. We have the hunter's marked direwolf here. Will come forward and take an attack from, let's go with Lore first and then Meepo. Go ahead and take your held action against this direwolf. Nice. 13 and 7 will get you a 20 for a hit.
Okay. It didn't roll the extra 1d6.
Go ahead and roll it. I think, and this is a silliness, but I think you have to apply it to yourself. I'm pretty sure that if I roll damage for Vac right now, it'll get the extra 1d6.
I'll figure that out at some point.
I think that's how it is, but I will go ahead and add the extra 1 damage. Okay. Meepo will go ahead and take an attack as well. Meepo has an honest-to-God character sheet now, so I'm going to open that up.
Yay.
And we will attack with the short sword. Ooh, he's not able, unfortunately, to connect there. Okay, so what's going to happen here is this dire wolf named Vac is going to go ahead and attack Lore, and Meepo is going to spend his reaction to interpose his shield and give disadvantage.
He doesn't have his reaction. He used that to hold his action.
Does that take your reaction? Okay, then never mind. It'll go ahead and attack Lore without the disadvantage, unfortunately.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
It'll miss you.
Yeah, well, I'm mad.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then it's going to back up. And no attacks of opportunity because, again, they've both used their reactions.
Yep.
The other dire wolf will charge and make an attack. Let's go evens odds. Even for Lore and odd for Meepo. I'm going to roll a d6. Odd for Meepo.
Aw.
I like how you're like, I hope he targets me. Okay, hits Meepo with a bite. And Meepo has to make a strength save. And is able to hold his feet. So the dire wolf comes in, makes the bite, and tries to like shove Meepo against the wall and prone. And Meepo manages to sort of hunker down and hold the line, but still takes a pretty nasty bite. And then the dire wolf's actually going to stay right there. Up next, it's Clarion's turn.
All right. Clarion is going to use, let's see. Clarion is going to do bonus action Jarvis protect like help hold the line with Lore and Meepo.
No problem.
And action is actually going to be, I do have line of sight.
You do, yes.
I'm not sure if it's enough line of sight. Can I throw a dagger?
Yeah, you can throw a dagger. I'm gonna give it a -2 because you're throwing through your friends, but that's all I'm gonna do. And I'm not gonna say like you hit your friends or anything like that. That's not how I roll. So if you hit the -2 button that's underneath chat before you make your attack, that'll be perfect.
Okay. So I do this, and I do it on Fraggity Frag.
Nice, you hit it. Deal some damage.
And then my damage. Fraggity Frag.
Oh, and it's pretty good damage too. So I'm seeing like this bullet time thing where Lore is able to like throw an arm up just as the dagger goes through and, you know, takes their next attack.
Yeah. So, and then my movement is to get through the door.
Thank you, Gale, for your toss a coin. And you go through the door.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So unfortunately, now I am down a dagger.
It is Calder's turn.
Also, if you make a roll in this in this turn, Calder, then you get advantage.
Thank you, Psychanthrope. Jeff, you with us?
I think Jeff is muted.
Oh, no, sorry, I was muted.
All good.
If you can move your view slightly to your right so that I can so I can see more of the hallway that I'm in.
Yeah.
It turns.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see it goes around a corner. Can I get to the corner to see around the corner?
Yeah.
Yep, I would want to move there. Is there anything of significance that I see there?
Nope. It takes a sharp left turn down there at the south end, but you don't see anything beyond that.
Okay.
You also don't see a whole lot in the way of dust, though. Like this isn't a place that's abandoned. But you also don't see anybody in there.
I'm gonna check for traps.
Where and how? Give me a description first. What do you actually kind of doing to look for traps?
I guess my action would be by way of casting the spell Mage Hand and just like running my hand across surfaces like the floor to see if I'm doing anything. So
sure,
I'll use the cantrip. I'll use the cantrip for Mage Hand to
make an investigation check.
And apparently my next check has advantage. So
yes, that's true. Make an investigation check with advantage.
Yep, investigation advantage.
Wow, identical rolls on advantage. Always fun. You don't find anything in the way of traps.
Cool. What did I roll? I can't even tell.
12.
You rolled 12 twice.
Okay.
And also a 12.
12 and a 12. That makes sense for me.
Okay, up next.
I'm 2 for 2 of those, I think, actually.
Lore.
Yes, I have a +2 on a thing. I intend to... I'm gonna do a stab on this guy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell Meepo to run.
Okay. You do a stab.
And I'm gonna do a big stab.
Do a big stab.
Do a big stab. I didn't add the +2 to that, but it did. I did the.
There's another +2 to that.
So that's
yeah.
Well, there was a +2 to the attack roll, but
it would have hit it either way. Yeah.
Exactly. I did a hit. Okay, so that's 14 damage. It's basically as I'm gonna cut into this thing and tell Meepo to get gone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna and I will cover his back because I can get gone faster than Meepo can.
Okay. Seems reasonable to me.
My intention is to yeah, we're good. Because and a callback to after Meepo's through the door, shut it.
Got it. So that's your instructions are Meepo go away, and when Meepo's through the door, then close the door.
Yeah, and like he can make an attack first before he runs, that's fine, but he needs to get gone this turn.
Okie dokie. You begin to hear sounds of orcs like beginning to make their way in. And then, ooh, nice, you get to see him. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up an image of the ogre that saunters into your vision.
Actually.
He is going to take the dash action. Actually, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's going to have to take the dash action to get to a place where he can see you. But yeah, he walks up. He lumbers up. He looks like he doesn't have the care in the world, and he's wearing that just awful goatee. Just awful. Does not suit him at all, in my opinion.
No, it doesn't. Can I make a quick clarification real quick?
Yes.
Don't lock the door.
Yeah, close it, but don't lock it.
Why?
Close it. Because I can only move magically to a place that I can see.
No, Lore would know, this is one of her spells, that Charlotte can designate people who can always open it.
That works too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. There you hear the ogre bellow something again in orcish, so I guess that's up to Charlotte. Charlotte, you hear him shout, "You four, go the other way!"
The other way?
And so some other stuff's gonna happen, and you hear some like you hear boxes being hastily shoved aside. Like someone's trying to rearrange a room very, very quickly.
So before it's my turn, because this is a brand new spell to me, a player, so when you're holding a spell, the spell gets used, the spell slot gets used whether or not you cast it. So just as the time is ending, I am actually going to slam the door shut.
Okay.
With the held action and cast Arcane Lock while saying, password protected, lore! So that lore knows that it's that spell. And I can designate people to come through it. And I'm going to designate all of the party members are able to open this lock at any time.
Excellent. Yeah, that's fine with me.
I'm casting Arcane Lock.
Okay. So, as a note, as you close the door, you find that this door isn't like a door made of stone. It has a stone facade, but the door itself is made of wood. And you are able to slam it shut and magically lock it, which will increase any attempt to break it down or otherwise open it by 10. Yep. I knew this was coming, so I looked into the spell. So yes, you now have a not impassable, but difficult to pass door.
Yeah, so that was me using my held action before the time ran
so
out.
now it's your turn.
Yeah, so now it's my turn.
Yes.
So now I will free action open the door again. It has the arcane lock on it, and that stays until it's dispelled. But because I'm one of the designated people, I can just open it again.
Yeah.
And shout, "Anytime now, lore!" And I will move here. And yeah, I'll telepathically tell Swoops to scout further ahead on his turn.
Okay.
And I think that's all I will hold an action to acid splash if Swoops tell me something's getting too close.
Excellent, no problem. Now it's Jarvis's turn. Jarvis is going to lumber forward and begin taking up space so that you have a shield if you back off behind him. He can't take an action because there are already two of you inhabiting that space, but otherwise he will take the dodge action and be ready to stand in the way, essentially. Again, you hear clanking and clattering and orcs swearing at each other.
Nice.
Meepo will go ahead and take the withdraw action and will move on away 4, 5, 6 on through the door that is now open, right? Yes? Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, so Meepo will make it to the other side and end his turn. Swoops.
What more can he see?
Swoops sees
here
the end of the end of the passage. Why can't I see what Swoops sees? It's like stopping. Is that just me, or is the light just
No, it's
ending?
stopping for us too.
Hold on, let me see if it's the same for all of you. This map might not be the best map ever, because now I see that. Okay, so I will say that the hallway ends in a non-secret stone door. So like there's a door at the end of the hallway. It's pretty obvious to see. That's what Swoop sees there, and I am going to try really, really hard to figure out what the hell is going on with this lighting issue. This line of sight issue.
Swoop's turn.
Okay, so why though? Like I'm looking at it from the player preview and I can see that it stops there, but I don't know why. So annoying. Okay, so
it's fine.
It's kind of fine and it's kind of not. I might just have to go ahead and reveal the map, which kind of sucks, but I think that's going to be what has to happen. And that's what happens in a real game anyway, right? So it's not like, you know, it's really a thing. When it's not working, it's not working. So I'm going to go ahead and really fast turn off line of sight. And I'm just gonna ask you all to try to stay zoomed in on the spot that we're on, please. Just
well, my view is limited to your view. So.
Yes, Jeff, you're fine. So Swoops finds himself at the end of a hallway with a well-made and thick-looking stone door, and that is Swoop's turn. Vac here can't quite make it in, so he's just gonna kind of get up next to Thrag here and like they're trying to force their ways forward essentially. Thrag is gonna go ahead and attack Lore with a bite and will hit.
Yep.
Lore, go ahead and make a strength save, please.
Oh, yay. Something I'm super good at.
Yeah. Oh, damn! You can be good at almost anything if you roll a 20.
Damn.
Roll that 20 and you are good at anything. So you managed to make the save and keep your feet.
Yeah.
What? Keep on her feet or keep her feet?
Keep on her feet.
It's a wolf that does an auto trip.
It's a dire wolf. It certainly doesn't.
Yeah, but wolves can do it too, not just the dire ones.
Clarion, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Get Jarvis past the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Bonus action would be Jarvis follow Lore. Well, no, because
No,
Lore, you're
don't know.
Yeah, Lore will go
Don't-
first.
It's not going to recognize where Laura's going if I know what's about to happen.
Yeah, yeah, you're
Yeah.
not. Yeah, make him
and the
move
thing
with
is
his
I
feet.
don't realize what's about to happen either.
That's
Call him to
true.
you.
I'm sorry for your zombie.
We might
Look,
lose
yeah.
Jarvis here.
In the future, we're going to start storing our poisons inside of the next Jarvis.
Well, Charlotte, did you yell like get behind the door?
Yeah,
Everyone?
yeah.
Then if I heard that, then I would be like, fall back, Jarvis.
Okay, so bonus action, you'll go ahead and get Jarvis to come back, no problem.
Okay.
What else you got?
What else do I have? That's a good question.
I appreciate you, Silverkey. Thank you. You're a great mod.
I
Always.
think that I am going to hold my action for dodge right now because I'm behind the door and I don't really know what else I want to do right now.
That makes sense to me. So up next is Calder.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just considering my options here.
Mm-hmm.
Because my very limited view of the map.
There's the ogre, and the two orcs behind the ogre, and the two direwolves right in front of Laura.
Alright, I guess I'm going to move down so I can see this giant stone door.
Yep.
I think I'm going to... let me just see what level of spell it is, sorry. Silent Image.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to find my spell list here.
Silent Image is
Minor Illusion. Minor Illusion is what I wanted.
Yeah.
I'm like, how big is the hallway?
The hallway looks like it's about 10 feet wide.
Okay.
Minor Illusion, I think, can make a 5 foot at most.
Oh no, it's much bigger than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Minor Illusion is a fair.
Minor illusion. It must be no longer than larger than a 5 foot cube.
Okay, no larger than a 5 foot cube. That's quite a lot of dimensional space, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to make essentially a flat paint, essentially the. So, can you describe the door? What it looks like?
The door is a It's a solid stone, sort of semi-ornate, dwarven-looking construction kind of door. I'm getting a bunch of
dwarven
sunbeams
construction,
on
that
it.
is to say, fairly flat, angular, and so on.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna make an illusion of the door that I am seeing about 5 feet closer than it should be.
Mm-hmm. Eva, welcome. I'm really glad you're here. So you make. Let me go ahead and note that on there. So you said like 5 feet in front of the door, right?
Yeah. There's
All
an
right.
illusion of the door 5 feet in front of the door, so it still looks
Yeah.
closed as we watch. And I'm designating the party to be able to see through it, so it'll look hazy to them. But anyone I don't designate will see a door.
All good. It is right there. Excellent. Chaco Sunshine, welcome. Oh, damn. And thank you, Anonymous, for all of the gifted subs. You are amazing. Thank you so much.
Dang, nice.
And I guess I will carefully continue my approach, because I still don't trust this hallway is not trapped, because I have learned.
You'll get a
You've
little
got
bit
10 more
further,
feet of movement.
but yeah, you didn't have a
Should
whole
have
lot
one
of
more square.
yeah, you didn't have a whole lot of movement left. So you'll begin to creep your way forward. All good. The illusion appears. Everyone on the party will be able to see through the illusion. Up next is lore.
Okay. Standard action. I'm going to cast the cantrip Green Flame Blade on myself.
Mm-hmm.
And part of that action, I will make an attack on Thrag.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You will absolutely hit Thrag with your green flaming blade.
Yep.
I'm gonna go and get these sunbeams off of me really quick. I'll be right back.
Sunbeams.
Ooh, he did.
He did. And then I am going to take. I'll wait for him to get back.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't think the other one has you within threatening.
No, it
Because
shouldn't.
otherwise it would have made an attack.
Okay, what'd I miss? Oh, it's dying.
Okay,
Excellent.
I did a death. I did death to it. Okay.
I
and then
assume we're
am
not taking
going-
any prisoners with the direwolves?
Well, I mean,
It's a valid question.
Clarion wants to, then Clarion can come out here and pet them or like taunt them with Jarvis, which is my intention.
Am I removing
Yeah.
it from the tracker? Yes, I
Yeah.
am. Excellent. Thrag is dead.
Okay, and then I am going to wave at the other one, and as a bonus action, say bye-bye, and then fucking vanish.
Misty step.
And I'm going to Misty Step to, let's see, what, 10, 20, like about
Yeah.
here, and then as a move action, I'm gonna shut the door.
Ka-dang. Excellent.
So for Clarion is like, hey Jarvis, come here, and then Laura goes, bye, pops, shuts the door. Jarvis is on the outside now. I'm very sorry.
Jarvis is able to open the door. He
That is
was one of the
fair.
designated people. So he will
But-
still be able to come to Clarion.
But
No,
Jarvis goes to
Clarion.
Clarion then spends an action to open the door, steps inside the door, then has to spend an action to close the door.
No, you see, Clarion could also have a giant zombie dog.
That's also an
I love how this pet isn't even dead yet, and you're like, I wonder what the next pet's gonna be like.
I don't think
You
you
can
can
have two at
target.
once.
I don't think you can target corpses that are that big.
Can I not target a corpse that big?
You haven't
I
tried
think it needs
yet.
to be medium or smaller.
There are medium-sized orcs in the other room.
Technically, I am just using a whistle, not,
Speaking of medium-sized orcs, one of said medium-sized orcs is going to come around the ogre, realize that there is a skeleton standing in the way, and is going to go ahead and throw a javelin at Jarvis.
Oh, after Jarvis.
It will hit for a little bit of piercing damage. Ooh, I mean maximum piercing damage. So Jarvis gets caught like right in the sternum with a large javelin.
I can hear Jarvis saying, "Oh dear," just the way he used to.
So the ogre, Great Ulfe, whose speed is 40 feet, is just gonna walk up to Jarvis and is gonna attempt to just drop his great axe down on this minor, tiny little bag of bones that's in its way. Maybe it'll make a good chew toy for the remaining wolf that was strong enough to survive this encounter.
Now I just want Jarvis to hit him, just to spite.
He will get a 24, which will hit.
Yeah, Jarvis is dead again.
And Jarvis
Bye,
just
Jarvis.
boom. Yeah, one with a casual swipe of a great axe. Jarvis is reduced to so many disparate bones.
Do we hear all the bones like hitting the ground?
Oh,
from the other side of the
absolutely.
door?
Yeah, it's like
Jarvis could make it. Jarvis could make it. Thud, clatter.
it's like
No.
someone rolling craps like 5 times at once. All right. There is some more shenanigans that you can't really hear. I am making a quick check. Okay, so you hear like some slipping and some falling and some more like cursing in Orcish,
Coming from what direction?
coming from the north, past where the ogre is.
Okay, so back that way. Okay.
Yes. Up next. Alrighty.
And then the orcs do a whole bunch of stuff that you don't know about.
There's a second orc that comes in and notices there aren't any enemies left, so yeah, that's not going to be a thing. Good. Okay, Charlotte, it's your turn.
Cool.
The door is closed currently, yes?
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
just
no one's gotten
making
through
sure.
yet. I'm going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I'm gonna double move, and I'm not checking. I'm just getting to the door. Like I'm tapping on the ground with my cane, but it's more like my passive investigation.
Do you even realize that the illusion is there? Since
No.
it's a purely visual phenomenon?
It's
Yeah.
purely visual. I'll just walk to like the distance that Swoops told me the door was.
Yep, you make
And
it to the door.
Swoops is
that
probably slightly confused, but that's about it.
Yeah. And then that took my action and my movement. So I'm going to communicate to Swoops and tell him to come help me investigate this door.
Excellent. Some shit happens that you can't see.
Dun dun dun.
Meepo, Meepo, I
Like heal
think, is
himself?
going to heal himself. Yeah, it's paladin level ×2, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Lay
so
on hands.
he'll go ahead and heal himself for 6. I'm sorry, for 4. He's only level 2 still. So he's looking much better now. But he'll move forward to see what everyone's up to. But he's clearly like keeping one eye on that door back there.
And like
just in case.
From this side, there are like a few little, if you know to look for them, like arcane symbols on it from this side.
The real question is, does he know to look for them?
No, you did mention that you were locking the door. Like it's totally fine. He's not like super intelligent, but he's at least average intelligence. Swoops is coming to you.
I'm just gonna make an investigation check.
Awesome. Make that investigation check. What is Swoops looking for?
Any way to open the door.
Awesome. Go for it. There's a really big handle.
Okay, I just didn't have enough action left on my turn to look for it, so he'll get there and he'll tell me what side it's on.
Yeah, and that makes perfect sense. Yeah. So there is definitely a handle at a place where a door handle would generally be.
Cool.
We have a dire wolf who is going to run forward and is going to make a strength check against the door. Now, this is a wooden door. I'm going to give it a DC of originally 10, but now 20 because of the arcane lock. So it's going to make a strength check. Aiming for a 20. It fails to do so. You hear a crash like a horrendous crash followed by a yip. As the dire wolf just smashes into the door and rebounds back, unable to break through.
From this side, the arcane symbols flash a little bit, but stay steady.
Okay.
Clarion, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm probably aware that I have no Jarvis.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We heard.
So yeah, I'm going to.
The great Ulfe rolled the bones. Roll the bones. Anyway, go ahead.
Same.
I'm trying to make a decision between two actions, actually. Yeah, no, actually, I'm going to do both of them because I realized I can. So I'm going to blow the whistle and give it a good old attempt on the dead dog. On the dire wolf. Puppy.
You do have to be able to see the thing that you are blowing the whistle at, I'm afraid.
No. You see, I did not realize that.
Yeah, so you can do a different thing.
When I first blew the whistle, it just kind of came out of nowhere.
That's true.
So
I did that for the sake of plot. You're absolutely right.
Yes.
So in this case, you realize intuitively that in this case you are going to have to actually look at the thing that you want to animate going forward. Damn you plot holes! Sometimes magic works in weird ways.
Okay. Well then I have to think.
Take a second, because I know I just totally screwed up your original plan.
Yeah. Like all my ideas kind of went.
I mean, the people on the other side of the door can still hear us. Because we can hear them.
That's true.
Yeah, you can say fuck you, but really quiet and in their ears.
That's definitely.
Well, you can also hurt their feelings and hurt their health bar.
I've got, the joyous dissonant whispers, which I think is my most powerful of those kind of spells.
We also got vicious mockery, right?
I have vicious mockery as a cantrip. And
so
I have a few new fun ones, but I have to be able to see them. Yeah. Or be really close to them.
Go ahead and figure out what's going on.
And you could bonus action inspire somebody.
Yeah, that was the other thing. Yes, you are correct. Thank you for reminding me. I got distracted by the whole Jarvis dying thing. So let me bonus action inspire somebody. I don't know who I should inspire. I guess I'm going to inspire Lore, because Lore is by the door.
Lore is by the door.
Lore is by the door. You get an extra D6.
I need more liquid.
That makes sense. So you do your bardic inspiration thing.
All right. I guess I'm going to
continue to get to the stone door, because I still have my wand of entangle.
Dissonant whispers on the. I can hear him, right?
You're getting that fee-fi-fo-fum vibe.
Yes. So yeah, I'm gonna dissonant whispers. Our great Ulf.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
And I'm going to cast this as a level 2
spell.
I don't know how I do that to change the damage.
Let's start with the save.
Yeah.
I think to add damage, when you pick it up, if you're still holding it and you right click, it should give you another of the same die. But first, let's roll the save. He does manage to succeed the save. Your words do not penetrate his thick skull. But I think it still does half damage. So when you hold the damage, if you right click while you're still holding it, I think it'll add another die. But I'm not 100% that that's true. And
yes.
If it's, yeah. Nice. And he takes half. So it was still a decent amount of damage. Even halved, that was not bad. Your words still cut deep. He just has a very thick skull.
And now I'm going to keep it running.
Keep on running. You've got a little bit of squares. Go ahead and move.
Running like...
You could probably get up to Calder.
One beyond Calder.
One beyond
Would be
Calder
30.
is your last. Excellent.
Yeah.
Speaking of whom, Calder, you are in this hallway. So far, the door has held fast. What do you do?
Cool.
I'm gonna spend one of my bonus actions to drink one of my potions of fire breathing.
Yes, drinking a potion is a standard action. It's a full action.
Okay.
But yes,
Okay.
you no problem. You've got it in your system.
And just readying the wand. I'm going to ready the wand, but I think I'm going to stay here until Lore and Meepo clear that into the hallway.
Sounds good to me.
You're getting wicked quiet right there.
Sorry, I trailed off there.
He said he's
What is
holding
the fire-
he's holding his position until Lore and Meepo get through, but beyond that, he's getting ready with that entangle wand. Speaking of
What does the
Lore,
fire potion taste like?
How's my audio now?
I imagine I can hear you just fine. I imagine the fire breathing potion is spicy, yeah?
Oh yeah, I mean, I have to imagine I'm just like drinking half a bottle of the last dab, like myself.
Lore, it is your turn.
Question for you.
Yeah.
If I cast Green Flame Blade now, can I use my reaction to hold an attack with the hold that attack?
I think you can hold the casting of Green Flame Blade. I think you can say, if an enemy gets within 1 square of me, I will cast Green Flame Blade. I think that is
Which
a thing you can
includes
do.
an attack.
Yeah, which does include an attack. I think that is a thing you can do, yes.
Okay, then I will do that.
Okay?
I will use my reaction to hold a thing.
You gonna move?
I am going to move, like, because I imagine that if the what's his name? If Vac decides to come through the door, like tries through the door again, or I don't know, Ofe or some shit, that they'll probably get stopped at the door to transfer momentum. And I'm willing to lose a turn on that bet.
Okay?
So I'm gonna, like, basically I want to be able to hit them if they blow the door open, but without taking damage from the door coming through. Does that make sense?
I see it, and yes, if something gets within melee range of you, you can take an attack, and because you're a little bit further away from the door, you won't be damaged if it gets blown inward. Yes.
I can be like a half square off of the door.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I will gamble a turn away for that.
This orc is not going to get in the way of the Great Ulfe, because that is not a great place to be right now. Great Ulfe is going to move forward, and is going to go ahead and take a strength check as well. Where is... There it is. And he will blow the door off its hinges. And to be clear, the door doesn't, like, open. The arcane lock holds. But the great axe tears the entire frame off. The weak point of the door was not the door any longer, it was the frame. So the entire frame blows backward past Lore and lands in between Lore and Meepo with a crash.
Excellent.
Ulfe will take 1 half step forward and immediately fall into your attack. Lore, go ahead and take that.
All right.
Mahjong gives you a +2 on this roll. It's not going to help you, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, that's...
Oh, wait, no, it does help you. It hits.
Yes, he hit.
He only has an armor class of 11. I'm used to a 12 not hitting. I'm used to a 12
Thank
not
you,
hitting, but
Mahjong.
Ulfe is big and doesn't care about your puny blade.
Good. Good, because it definitely won't hurt even a little bit, I promise.
Speaking of not hurting even a little bit, go ahead and do that not hurting in a little bit damage.
It's not that much. But there was fire damage included, so...
So, that is Ulfe. He has taken his movement and he has taken his action, so he is all finished. Up next This orc, which tripped last time, will finally get to do a thing. We're gonna go ahead and do a thing here as well. Just doing some stuff that you can't see. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's not relevant.
Oh, not at all.
Charlotte, it's your turn.
Okay, so Swoops told me where on the door there's the handle. We still hear sounds. I heard the door behind us get blown open, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
It's fine.
Does the door in front of me, does it seem like it's going to open towards me or open out into wherever I'm going?
Out into wherever you're going.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door.
It's locked. Super locked.
Oh.
You're like, okay, I'm here. I know how to do. Here we go. Folks, we might have a problem here.
Can I... Fuck.
Rude.
All right. I don't have anything that can open a door. I don't have any thieves' tools or anything. Like, I don't know what I can do in this situation. I'm gonna take half a step back, and I'm gonna call it, hey guys, door's locked.
An adventuring party encountering a locked door? Say it ain't so.
And
I'll unlock doors.
And I'll...
Well, I have a scroll of knock, and stealth's already out the fucking window.
Hold on.
I still have the knock scroll.
Oh,
I have a separate knock scroll.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I may have accidentally distributed that to both of you. That might have been my bad.
Yeah, it's been a
It's
year.
actually
It's entirely
contributed to
possible we got that we both got a copy of a scroll.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm good with that. Gail, what do you got for me?
Yeah, so for my action this turn, after trying the door and it's locked, I'm going to dismiss Swoops as an action. So he's gone for now, into his little pocket dimension.
Swoops, no!
And maybe I'll bring him back somewhere clever next turn. And yeah, that's my turn.
Awesome. Up next is Meepo. Meepo is not entirely sure what to do in this situation. Lore is facing a goddamn ogre. Does anyone have any shouted instructions for Meepo before he makes his decision?
Oh.
I believe my last sentence was "get to the door."
And mine was the door's locked.
There are 2 doors.
Yes, but in context, that's it. It's Meepo.
Okay, so with that in mind, Meepo is going to go ahead and let's go ahead and throw a rock. We're gonna use his sling. He hasn't used that in a minute.
Trusty sling.
Yeah.
So
Nothing
Meepo
against that.
is gonna use his sling to attack the Great Ulfe.
Do it.
We've got a sort of David and Goliath kind of thing happening here. He will absolutely hit. And deal a reasonable amount of damage. Like his rock like pings off of Ulfe's cheekbone and like really makes him flinch to the side for a moment. And then he will say out loud, "Lore, run away," sort of in a mirror of what you said to him earlier, and he will take his movement to follow his own advice.
So point of note,
Yes.
that attack should have been at advantage because he has pack tactics.
He does
Maybe
have
he
pack
would've gotten a
tactics.
crit.
I am going to try it one more time. I'm just going to roll a d20, and if it's a 20, it's not. In fact, it's a... No, it's the other one. I hit the wrong button, so it sounded like an explosion that went into sad trombone. So that's Meepo's turn. We have a so this is where sort of the narrowness of the hallway and the large size of your enemies begins to work in your advantage. Unfortunately, at the moment, there is no place that Vok can go to make an attack. So it's going to take the dodge action, and it's Clarion's turn.
Okay, Clarion is going to run up to the door and try to unlock it with the knock.
With the scroll?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Is knock a spell that bards get?
Oh, am I not allowed to use it?
I learned this. I learned this at some point recently. To read a scroll, it does have to be something that your class is capable of, at least in theory, casting.
Okay, it's a wizard spell. So do you want to like? Do you?
It's a level 2 transmutation, bard, sorcerer, and wizard.
It is bard.
there you
Okay,
go.
excellent. So yes, you can use the scroll of knock, no problem.
Knock, knock, motherfucker!
Excellent.